The Dangote Group is one of the most diversified business conglomerates in Africa, reputed for creating essentials of life like cement, salt, sugar, with substantial interest in oil and gas, agriculture, real estate, and infrastructure. The Dangote Group also has a strong presence in steel, fertilizer, petroleum refining, and the telecommunications sector. The growth strategy projections of Dangote Group will take its current capitalization to about $24 billion by 2020, a feat that would put it in the Fortune 100 company category. New projects in the pipeline for Dangote Group include a fertilizer plant, a crude oil refinery with a crude capacity of 650,000 barrels per day, and the construction of a petrochemical complex. All of these enterprises have been strategically structured to provide jobs to hundreds of thousands of people, both Nigerians and non-Nigerians alike, making Dangote Group the largest employer of labor outside the federal government. The Dangote Group is substantially involved in corporate social responsibility activities through the Dangote Foundation, which has been intervening over the years in health, education and empowerment, as well as humanitarian aid to victims of natural disasters, in the bid to complement the efforts of the government in making life more bearable for the ordinary people. Today, the president of Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, is rated as one of the most strategic entrepreneurs in Africa, with multi-billion naira investments in African countries. He is a champion of regional integration and a more united Africa. Alhaji Aliko Dangote's groundbreaking strides have resulted in his steady presence on the list of world's most influential and powerful persons. The category of people in this highly respected class are President Barack Obama, US presidential hopeful Donald Trump, Pope Francis, world-renowned financiers and entrepreneurs. The Dangote Group is in the news again. This time, it has entered into a strategic partnership with a leading construction company from Brazil, South America to be precise, Andrade Gutierrez. The Andrade Gutierrez Group is one of the largest infrastructural conglomerates in Latin America, with presence in over 40 countries and over 200,000 employees. This partnership, which has led to the establishment of AG Dangote Construction Limited, is to enable the Dangote Group play a significant role in the area of infrastructural development and indeed take it to a globally competitive level. Expertise and the capacity of the AG Dangote Construction Company Limited in the area of infrastructural development, which resulted in the successful construction of the 26-kilometer Itori-Ibese concrete road, Ogun State, brought together important dignitaries from all sectors of life to Itori in Ogun State on Friday, 3rd of June 2016, which is the longest road in Nigeria, constructed with concrete cement, was officially commissioned. The dignitaries include the host governor, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, former governor of Lagos State and Minister of Works, Power and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, former governors of Ogun and Ekiti states, Chief Olusegun Oshoba and Otumba Niyi Adebayo, and Mr. Femi Otedola. The traditional rulers in attendance include Oba Kehinde Olugbenle, Oba of Itori Land, Oba Akamo, and a host of other monarchs from Ogun State. The chief host, the president of Dangote Industries, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, was supported by a huge number of board members and directors of the many companies under the ever-expanding Dangote conglomerate. The ambassadors of Portugal and Brazil led the members of the diplomatic community at the event, which also had other friends and business partners of the Dangote Group from across the country. The program, which was most professionally handled by Gbenga Adeyinka I in a business-like manner, began with the welcome address of the president of Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, the wealthiest black man in the universe. Alhaji Aliko Dangote said, "The decision of the Dangote Group to introduce construction of concrete roads in Nigeria is to tap into the vogue in other climes of the world." He went ahead to reel out the numerous advantages derivable from construction of roads with concrete as against asphalt. These include a lifespan that will last for over 50 years. Alhaji Aliko Dangote said, "One of the major infrastructural challenges that Nigeria is facing its lack of good quality road, and poor maintenance culture, which makes travelers spend more time than necessary on the road.
You'll all agree with me that one of the major infrastructural changes that we face in Nigeria today is lack of good quality roads. Indeed, most of our highways today are in a very deplorable condition due to the lack of proper maintenance. Roads play an important role in the social and economic development of any nation. The Nigerian cement industry, as our contribution to finding a cost-effective and lasting solution to this problem, has been advocating construction of concrete roads as a more viable alternative to asphalt roads. That is why we at Dangote Industries are venturing into construction on a joint venture with AG Dangote Limited.
Alhaji Aliko Dangote said roads play a vital role in the social and economic development of any nation and advocated a review of the existing methods of constructing roads in Nigeria. Alhaji Aliko Dangote said, as a major player, globally acknowledged in the cement industry, he was concerned about finding a lasting solution to this problem, and that informed his decision to embark on the construction of concrete roads with cement as a viable option to asphalted roads with bitumen products.
Today's ceremony is just the beginning for us, as we will soon embark on the building of more concrete roads in other states of the Federation. His Excellency, the Ogun State Governor, Senator Ibikule Amusu, CON, his cabinet, and our host communities who have actually made this project a reality through their unflinching support of our organization.
Alhaji Aliko Dangote said that the idea of the Itori-Ibese concrete road project was conceived in 2014 to ease the movement of heavy trucks from the Ibese plant to other parts of the country. According to him, the first phase of the Ibese road project was a 14-kilometer Ibese-Ilaro concrete road constructed in 2012. Already, Dangote Group is waiting for the approval of the Federal Ministry of Works to begin the construction of other roads like the Shagamu Road in Ogun State, the road on the Jora-Apapa Wharf axis in Lagos State, and the Obajana-Kaba Road in Kogi State, which will link Kogi and Ekiti states.
Permit me to give a brief historical perspective of our Itori-Ibese concrete road project. This project was conceived in 2014 as part of our efforts to ease movement of our heavy trucks from our Ibese cement plant to other parts of the country. We realized that the existing narrow roads were built in the 70s, had virtually all collapsed and needed to be reconstructed to accommodate our trucks and other road users. The first phase of our road construction in Ibese was a 14-kilometer Ibese-Ilaro concrete road, which we built in 2012. This 26 Itori-Ibese kilometer road that we are commissioning today is the second phase of the program, and we have already applied to the Federal Ministry of Works, that is the federal government, for approval to construct the Papalanto-Shagamu Road in the third phase.
Among the benefits of concrete roads using cement byproducts include the fact that it is cheaper than the conventional road. It lasts longer than the conventional road. It doesn't have potholes and saves fuel. On top of all these is the fact that cement and the resources needed for the construction of the concrete roads are locally available compared to bitumen or petroleum-based products, which requires importation and the spending of scarce foreign exchange. In the remarks of the managing director of AG Dangote, Mr. Hasif Juma, he reeled out names of major projects executed by André Guterres Group from Brazil, with which Dangote Group has entered into a strategic partnership in the area of globally competitive, cutting-edge infrastructural development in Nigeria, to include the Maracana Stadium, Brazil, which was until recently the largest stadium in the world, among others. He said that the 26-kilometer Itori-Ibese concrete road, which took 8 months to complete, was executed with 95% local content workforce, and 5% expatriates. Mr. Hasif Juma emphasized that with the human resource and technology in place, Nigerians alone can successfully construct roads. He said the prevailing trend all over the world in road construction is to use the concrete method. For instance, he said 60% of the combined roads in USA and Austria are concrete roads, while Germany and Canada have 30% each, and South Africa 10%.
It might interest you to know that the idea of making concrete roads popular in Nigeria was mooted by the Dangote group. Concrete roads today are less expensive, easy to maintain, and last longer than asphalt roads. Due to these benefits, we believe the future of roads in Nigeria is concrete. This is a trend all over the world today. The road has pavement layers and compacted laterite file with a 150 mm thick, crushed stone subbase and 200 mm thick concrete pavement. The pavement type is joined plain concrete pavement with tie bars spaced at 300 mm. With the help of the slip-form paver machine, we were able to achieve 850 meters for road length a day, but with the capacity to achieve 1 kilometer of a day. This we hope to achieve in our Obajana road project. Finally, I cannot conclude my remarks without thanking the communities from Itori to Ibese in Ogun State for the excellent support and cooperation they gave to our team. It is my hope that Nigeria will fully embrace concrete roads with all the benefits to be derived. Thank you. God bless you.
In his own intervention, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, Minister of Works, Power and Housing, also attested to the fact that concrete roads give a longer lifespan of utility and reduces the need for bituminous maintenance. He commended the partnership between Dangote Group and Brazil. Mr. Fashola said that infrastructural renewal and development is the bedrock of the Buhari government's change agenda, which was why the federal government is committing 30% of its income and profit to capital development from a national budget that for the very first time has hit 6 trillion naira. While congratulating the Dangote Group for the great stride in contributing to Nigeria's infrastructural development.
Let me also say with every emphasis that I can muster that one of the key policy thrusts of the President Buhari administration is infrastructural renewal and development. And that is why you will see that even if our revenues have dropped from oil from a little over $100 per barrel to now about $49, $50, and still unstable, the government has budgeted more at a time when it is getting less from oil. This is the first time the national budget has hit 6 trillion. But it is not only the size of the budget, it is also the disaggregation of the component parts of the budget. This is the first time in a long time that a federal government in Nigeria will be committing 30% of its income and budget to capital expenditure. Some people have ascribed our statement of facts to complaints. They are not complaints. We are setting the base mark from where we will take off.
Mr. Babatunde Fashola enjoined other Nigerians in other sectors of life to rise and help put Nigeria back on steady course of development. The governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle also commended the private sector participation in the development of public infrastructure in Nigeria, which is the success story of the commissioning of the 26-kilometer Itori-Ibese concrete road constructed in Nigeria by AG Dangote Construction Company Limited. Governor Ibikunle thanked Alhaji Aliko Dangote, for coming to the assistance of the people of Itori-Ibese and environs, while also reminding him to extend his largesse in infrastructural development using the concrete road technology to other parts of Ogun State.
Dangote Group of Companies, through the road we are commissioning today, has reciprocated the good gesture of the state government by instituting and pursuing an effective corporate social responsibility program which will positively impacted the host community and the state. The quality of the Ibese-Itori concrete road that we are commissioning today is exceptional and should be emulated by road construction companies in Nigeria. This will perhaps explain why the Dangote Group of companies have continued to expand their operations in our state. At the commissioning of the Dangote cement factory in Ibese in February 2012, I used the medium to specifically urge Dangote Group of companies to consider making major interventions on adjoining roads leading to the plants. I'm pleased that Alhaji Aliko Dangote took note of my comments, resulting in our being here today. Let me therefore thank Alhaji Aliko Dangote, the management of Dangote Group of Companies, indeed, and the entire staff, and those who have participated in one way or the other in making today a reality.
The 26-kilometer Itori-Ibese concrete road, constructed by AG Dangote Construction Company Limited, a subsidiary of Dangote Industries Limited, was then commissioned. Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, led other dignitaries like Governor Ibikule Amosun, Works Minister Mr. Babatunde Fashola, and others to flag off the road.
Everybody for humanity, because people that are not even Nigerians will use this road. We will not have accident on this road. This road will bring development, not just to this area alone, to the company that has done this wonderful thing for us. So I want to commission this road today.
Dangote Group welcomes the people of Itori-Ibese and environs in Ogun State to a pleasurable driving time propelled by cutting-edge technology using cement to build long-lasting and durable concrete roads.